Most criminal defense firms, they don't have a growth problem. They have a predictability problem. Some months are great, some months are slow, and nobody knows why. Today, I'm going to show you the 3-part system that fixes that. And at the end, I'll give you a roadmap for exactly what's coming in the next video. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Dave Revere. I'm the founder of Legal Tamer and author of Unlocking New Client Acquisition for Defense Lawyers. We help criminal defense firms grow through better marketing, intake, and follow-up systems. One of the things I hear most often from firm owners is, we're doing okay, but I never really know where the next case is coming from. My practice runs on word of mouth, and I'm not sure who or when that next client will come a-knockin'. Here's why growth feels out of control for most firms. They're relying on referrals as the primary growth engine. And referrals are great, but you can't dial them up when you need more cases. Most firms are also running some version of marketing, ads, SEO, but it's not connected to a system. There's no through line from marketing to intake to follow-up. So the result, it's feast or famine. That's not a growth problem, that's a systems problem. Predictable growth in criminal defense firms comes down to 3 things. Number 1, consistent lead generation. Number 2, a high converting intake process. And number 3, a follow-up system that captures the maybes. All right, let me simply walk you through each one. Part 1 is all about lead generation. The goal isn't just more leads, it's consistent, qualified leads every single month. For most firms, the best channels are Google search ads, which are high intent people that are searching for help right now. Yelp, depending on your area of practice and market area, Yelp can be a goldmine of people needing an attorney right now. And then there's local service ads, and this one takes some work to get set up, but paying per lead instead of paying per click with a Google guarantee really builds trust fast. And then there's SEO, which is a lot slower, but it compounds over time and gives you the lowest cost per lead per case long term. The key is not relying on just one. A firm that only runs ads is one policy change away from a dry month. A firm that only does SEO has no short-term lever to pull. Multiple channels, not just one. Okay, the second part, which is just as important, is a solid intake system. This is where most firms leak the most money. You can have great marketing, you can be ranking on page 1, but if intake isn't solid, you're paying to fill a leaky bucket. 3 things matter here. First is speed. Someone calling at 11 p.m. needs to reach a person or get a real follow-up in minutes, not hours. Okay, next is consistency. Your intake team needs a process, not a robotic script, but a consistent approach that qualifies the case, builds trust, and gets the consultation on the calendar. All right, next is tracking. You need to know your contact rate, consultation rate, and close rate. If you don't have those numbers, you don't know where you're losing cases. Intake is the most underinvested part of a firm's growth system. I did a full deep dive on intake in a previous video, so if this sounds like you, definitely check that one out. All right, part 3 is super important and can help you close clients that you might have completely wrote off. Focus on follow-up. Not every lead is ready to hire you today. Some are still shopping, some get spooked by the price, some just need more time. Most firms give up after 1 or 2 attempts. That's a huge mistake. A follow-up system, automated email and SMS through your CRM, keeps your firm in front of those leads without anyone chasing them manually. If this is done right, it's genuinely helpful. It builds trust over time. You know, I've seen firms sign clients 30, 60, even 90 days after the first call because they had a follow-up system running and in place. Okay, here's why this is a system and not just 3 separate things. Lead gen fills the top of the funnel. Intake converts the hot ones, and follow-up captures the warm ones. If any one piece is broken, the whole thing underperformed. When they all work together, growth stops feeling like luck and it starts feeling like a machine. Now, I promised a roadmap for the next video, and here it is. The most common question I get is about lead generation. What actually works for criminal defense firms? Where should I spend my budget? And how do I know if it's working? So the next video is full lead generation deep dive. Here's exactly what we're going to cover. First, Google search ads, how to structure campaigns for criminal defense, what to bid on, and the budget mistakes that waste money fast. Next, we'll talk about local service ads, why LSA is one of the highest ROI channels available to defense firms right now in 2026, and how to get more from it. Whether that's true in 2027 is yet to be seen, but right now it's strong. Number 3 is Yelp. Most people hate it. They hate Yelp, but it's truly misunderstood. Did you know that Yelp has agency partnerships that can give a firm an advantage over their competitors? And yes, my company is not only an agency partner, but a Yelp premier partner. Our clients have an almost unfair advantage. Okay, the fourth thing we're going to cover is SEO. What a solid criminal defense SEO strategy looks like, why most firms are doing it wrong, and what to prioritize first. And the fifth thing we're going to cover is budget allocation. If you've got $3,000, $5,000, or $10,000 a month to spend, here's how I'd split it. The sixth thing we're going to cover is what to track, the numbers that actually matter, and the vanity metrics to ignore. That's coming up next. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button now so you don't miss it. Building this system takes time and consistency. It's not a hack. It's not a shortcut. But the firms that build it, they stop worrying about where the next case is coming from because they already know with confidence. Drop your questions in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe for the lead generation deep dive because it's coming up next. I'll see you then.